Hey everybody, it's Jeff, and in this video I want to pose a question. If you had a time machine and could go back to 2001, which key date could you buy that would perform the best over the next 20 years? But first I want to go into this PCGS 3000 index. This is interesting. PCGS created this index that tracked the rare coin market when they first started their company back in 1986. You can see back in 86, that was in the midst of a pretty impressive bull market. And this bull market in rare coins peaked in late 1989. And essentially, we've been trading at levels a fraction of the high in 1989 ever since. And I circled where 2001 was. You can see the index in 2001 was 54,000. And today it's just a smidge higher than that at 55. At one point around 2008, it traded up to almost 72,000. Which would have represented a pretty nice little gain over, at that time, 7 years. But it has since backed off. And just at a high level, this tells me how cheap rare coins are compared to their normal history. Looking at the first one, 1877 Indian head cent is a popular one. The mintage is the lowest of the series, 852,500. And you can see in 2001, the gray sheet bid was $6,200. The 09S, whoop, typo there. It should read 1909 SB2B wheat cent. Had a mintage of 484,000. 2001 bid at 2,600. The 26S Buffalo nickel, a mintage of 970. Of course, also the lowest mintage of the series, had a 2001 bid of 32,000. 1896S Barber quarter. As you can see, the mintage of 188,000. 01 bid of 14,000. The 16-piece Standing Liberty quarter. The goal is to get all these grades as a Mint State 65. And of course, in this, we're doing 65 full head. And 52,000 mintage. Incredibly low, of course. Had a 2001 bid of $16,000. The 32D Washington quarter, 436,000 minted. PCGS Mint State 65 had a 2001 bid of 7,650. The 04S Barber Half, you can see 500,000 mintage and 15,000 bid. And this one is just stunning. Like, holy smokes. When I saw this with that toning, that's absolutely incredible. The 1893S Morgan Dollars, the last one on this list, had a mintage of a perfect 100,000. And in 2001, the gray sheet bid was $225,000. So place your guess in the comments below. Which of those coins do you think performed the best over the last 20 years? All right, let's get into the answer. I'm going to start with the worst performer to the best. The worst is the 1932D Washington quarter. It had a gray sheet bid in 01 of 7,650 and just a smidge higher this year at 7,800. And actually just corresponds perfectly, up 2%, just like the rare coin market index is, PCGS. The next worst performer was somewhat surprising, simply because of the popularity of wheat cents and pennies in general. The 09 SVDB, again, apologize for the typo there, had a gray sheet bid of 2,600 and today's 4,700. Now that's a massive jump from the Washington quarter that was effectively unchanged. And this is the second worst performer at up 80%, if that tells you something. The next in line was a 26S Buffalo, coming in at a 96% increase. Next in line, the Standing Liberty quarter, an impressive 103%, effectively doubling its price over those 20 years at a mintage of 52,000. And then the Barber Half, the stunning Barber Half, which of course, if this particular Barber Half came up for sale, I am sure it would sell for well above gray sheet bid, just due to that toning. But we're just going off gray sheet bid changes over the last 20 years. You can see it's up 120%, which is quite good compared to the overall corn market being flat. And then the mother of all key dates, the 1893S Morgan Dollar, had an impressive dollar gain and a percentage change of 167%. But man, look at that, 225,000 up to $600,000 bid today. almost to the end here, the 1896 Barber Quarter. This was a surprise, honestly. Not that Barber Quarters are not loved by many. They're just not as popular as, say, for example, the '09 SVDB or even Buffalo Nickels. And I would have guessed those would have outperformed the Barber Quarter, but this came in at a very impressive 239% increase. And I think what it tells you is, yes, maybe overall collectors, there's not as many that collect the Barber Quarters, but those who do, the mintage is so low and the population reports are so low that even smaller demand still will push price higher. All right, and the winner is the 1877 Indian Head Cent. As you can see here, this had an absolutely incredible gain of 577% over 20 years, which the only way to look at this is one, I don't think the popularity grew that much in Indian Head Cents. They're certainly a popular series to collect by all means, but either this was way undervalued in 2001, or perhaps this is overvalued in 2021 because the overall coin market did not go up this much. And if I had to guess, I think it was undervalued in 2001. And which tells you, I think when you're looking at a particular series, look for maybe the hidden very low mintage or very low population coins that just are underappreciated in their rarity. So that is all we have. I certainly appreciate it if you hit that like button and you subscribe to the channel. Take care.